What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve, and today I'm taking a look at the Saucony Ride 15 TR. This little guy is pretty fun. But first, I do need to let you know that Saucony did send the Ride 15 TR to me to review. I didn't pay for them. They're not going to see this footage ahead of time. I'm going to tell you my complete, honest thoughts, like always. As always, to start, we're going to talk about the stats of the Saucony Ride 15 TR. This is a neutral trail running shoe. There is a pretty good amount of twist to that. It is very flexible, as you can see. As for the stack height, it comes in at 35 millimeters in the rear, 27 millimeters in the front for an 8 millimeter drop. It is a higher stack height shoe for sure, which we'll talk a little bit more about in the midsole here in just a moment. Be sure to stick around for the end for your chance to win a pair of the Saucony Ride 15 TRs. Stay tuned. While you're at it, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. That would be really cool. It does actually help the channel out a lot. Lets YouTube know you like the video and it'll show it to more people. As far as the weight goes, it's not terrible. It is a heavier shoe, but this is a daily training shoe. This is not a racing shoe. However, you can certainly do that. But I did throw it on my scale. Men's size 11, weighed in at 10.1 ounces or 287 grams. So like I said, it is a little bit of a heavier shoe, but on the foot, it doesn't feel too bad. And just an interesting note about the sustainability of the Ride 15 TR. This is a vegan shoe and it's made with recycled materials. So if you're into that, check it out. All right, let's talk about the upper of the Saucony Ride 15 TR. The upper is a protective mesh designed to be durable, but yet breathable. And I can say the shoe is definitely pretty breathable. Right away, let's take a look at the tissue test. You can see when I put it on low, the tissue went up a fair amount, showing it's, pretty decently breathable. But when I put that on high, it went up a good bit, stayed up, and this shoe is breathable. When I'm running outside right now here in Colorado, it's 30 degrees on average is about when I'm running. And my feet do get a little cool in this shoe because it is so breathable. So keep that in mind if you're in a very cold climate. Or for that matter, if you're in a hot climate, it might be a great shoe to have in the summertime. As for the durability of the upper, so far I'm not seeing any kind of snags, rips, tears, anything that has me concerned at all. I think the upper is going to be very durable like they claim. As for the fit and feel of the upper, it fits amazing. It fits true to size, men's size 11, just like all the other Sauconys fit me perfectly. No issues anywhere on the shoe. The width of it is great for an average size foot, and the lockdown in the heel felt really good as well. The heel cup is very nicely padded. It is a good bit of cushion. It's not that real sparse, thin padding of like say a Peregrine. This is a daily trainer shoe. It's meant to be a little bit more comfortable, and it certainly is. And you can definitely feel that on the tongue as well. So the tongue is quite padded. It's thicker. It's not a minimalist tongue. It feels really good when you've got those laces cinched down tightly, getting a good lockdown in the heel. The laces are not digging in through the tongue. It really does provide a good amount of protection. And that tongue is also gusseted on both sides, so it's not going to be sliding around. It also helps keep a little bit more of that debris out of your foot. An interesting thing with the Ride 15 on the upper is this webbing right here. So this is loose. It's not really attached to the shoe except for right here and right here. And this does allow a little bit more flexibility when you are lacing that shoe up. It does feel like it helps with that lockdown. So far the fit, lockdown, the feel, everything of the shoe has been great. I have not had any issues with heel slippage. It's just been really nice right out of the box. Another great thing about the upper is the form-fit design, and that just really does give your foot almost a personalized feel. It just really hugs your foot in all the right places, feels really nice. I really, honestly, the Saucony Ride 15 TR straight out of the box has been one of the best fitting shoes I've tried in a long time. As for the heel counter of the Ride 15 TR, it is pretty stout, especially down here. It's not moving much at all. Up here, there is definitely a little bit of flex, but no issues digging into the Achilles at all on my foot. It felt really nice. As for the toe box of the Ride 15 TR, for my foot, it felt fine. I didn't have any rubbing or issues. If you have a really wide foot or wide toes that like to splay a lot, it might be a little more narrow, but for me, no issue. And finally, one last thing to mention about the upper is there is a little gator clip right here on the front, just like most Saucony shoes, so it is gator compatible. Well, moving on to the midsole of the Saucony Ride 15 TR, as you can see, it is Power Run. However, it is a new formula of that Power Run midsole foam. It is lighter weight and yet a little bit more cushioning. Underfoot feels amazing, very soft and cushioned. As a daily trainer shoe, this is what you want to run in after you've run that race, you're in that recovery mode now. This is a great shoe. So I've taken the Ride 15 TR up into the mountains. I've gone into the snow. I've been on dry terrain. I've gone up steep ascents and steep descents. That midsole cushioning has been fantastic throughout it all. It has been quite surprising. And inside the shoe, there is a Power Run Plus sock liner, which does offer just a little bit more cushioning and support. Overall, the midsole is fantastic. The Power Run midsole foam has been very durable. It's something that's going to last for quite a while. I don't see this midsole foam breaking down or getting flat probably going to give you at least 400 miles, probably more like 500 miles. This is really a good foam. Moving on to the outsole of the Saucony Ride 15 TR. It is Saucony's Power Track rubber, which is, you know, pretty much on most of their shoes. It's a pretty good rubber. No issues in dry terrain. It handled the snow pretty well, honestly. I actually put my Katula micro spikes on over top because it was I was coming down a steep descent where there was a lot of ice, and I don't care what shoe you're in, that's just not going to grip. I needed the spikes, and with the spikes on these, felt great overall. So if you're in an area where you need to wear spikes, these work pretty well. But getting back to the outsole of the Ride 15 TR, it is a 3.5 millimeter lug. As you can see, they're not super aggressive lugs. They're only 3.5 millimeters deep, but they do provide plenty of good traction. I had no issues in dry. Like I said, the snow for the most part felt fine. And you can see there is a decoupled groove here where a lot of that midsole foam is exposed in this area here. So if there is a sharp rock that happens to get you right there, you might feel that. I didn't have any issues with it, but it does actually come up into the forefoot as well, which provides a little bit more flexibility in that forefoot to give you that flexibility that you want on the trail when you're running over technical trails. Hopping over rocks with these, I felt plenty stable. I felt sure-footed. It was not an issue. As for the durability of the Power Track rubber, again, it's something that lasts for quite a long time. I don't think this outsole is going to break down, you know, probably 400 miles again, even though it's a 3.5 millimeter lug. If you do a lot of running on the pavement, they might wear down a little bit more. And that is one of the good things about this, I should actually mention. So these lugs are, as you can tell, they're not super aggressive and sharp to dig into the terrain, but they do give you plenty of good traction while providing you a good surface to run on the road. If you're running, let's say, from your home to a trail that might be like 1-2 miles away, it's gonna be fine as kind of a commuter style shoe. So the Ride 15 TR right now on Saucony's website retails for $140. As a daily training shoe, that's an okay price. You know, honestly, I'd probably rather see this down in that 130 range, 135, but 140 bucks, you are gonna get a shoe that's gonna last you for quite a long time. Like I said, probably 400 plus miles in this shoe for the midsole, even the durability of the upper, and definitely the outsole. It's gonna last a long time. And honestly, I could see this shoe working for ultra marathons, long distance stuff with that super thick midsole, 35 millimeters in the rear, 27 in the front. There's a lot of that Power Run midsole foam in there, and it feels really good. I could see this definitely being used for a 50 miler, maybe even a 100 miler. It's not gonna have that same response as some of the other Saucony trail shoes out there with like the Power Run PB midsole, but this one might be a little more durable and have a little bit better longevity. Well, if you have tried the Saucony Ride 15 TR, let us know below in the comments. I'm sure everybody would love to know what your thoughts are, what your experience is, maybe the durability. Give us a little update on that. If you put some miles in the shoe, let us know. I'm sure everyone would be very appreciative of that. But one other cool thing, so Saucony did actually send me 2 pairs of the Ride 15 TR. One in my size. The other one they accidentally sent in a wrong size, but they told me I could keep them, give them away. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Right here, never worn, we have a pair of the Saucony Ride 15 TRs in a size, men's size 9.5. So, first person to go to my Instagram at UltraTrailSteven, show me a picture of your shoe being a 9.5 is gonna win a pair of the Ride 15 TRs in men's size 9.5. We'll link up on Instagram, send me your shipping address, and I will ship these out to you. So go to Instagram, be sure to follow me, send me a picture of your shoe showing the size. First one, I'll send you the shoes. And thank you, Saucony. All right, well, that is gonna do it for this review of the Ride 15 TRs. If you found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really does help out a lot, like tremendously. And if you're considering looking for an ultra marathon shoe, why don't you take a look at the full review of the Saucony Exodus Ultra on your screen right over here. Take a look at that. Then on that side, I'll throw up a playlist of some other Saucony shoes as well. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. I'll see you on the next one.